Nova Guest List Podcast
with Kieran McGuinness.
The very best in indie, alternative and homegrown music from the seriously addictive Radio Nova.
Yeah, that is the brilliant Whippin' Boy on Radio Nova. This is the All-Irish Hour, the award-winning All-Irish Hour, yay. And what we do is we play stuff that we know you love, and we play stuff that we think you're going to love on the show. And I think you're going to love to hear a lot from MayKay. We have the amazing Irish artist MayKay with us. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. This is such a nice gig this evening to sit in with you and play songs that I like.
Yeah, it's good, isn't it?
Have chits and chats.
That's what I do every week. People don't realise.
And you won an award for it. That's so cool. Congratulations.
Thanks very much. Thank you. Yes.
You work hard for that. You worked hard for that.
Yeah. I got a chocolate caterpillar cake as well, which was, I mean, the award
incredible.
Is lovely, but like, is it edible? No.
No, let's be honest.
Can I impress my children with it? No.
Which do they find more impressive? Definitely the caterpillar cake.
So we are here with MayKay. MayKay is one of my favourite Irish artists. She is just an incredible kind of spark of electricity and community and joy. She played in Fight Like Apes, that amazing band, Fight Like Apes. She also was a part of Le Galaxy, and she's kind of really well known because she's collaborated with tons and tons of brilliant artists. How am we doing so far?
Oh, it's good. And
Good.
it's true, so I'm not getting uncomfortable.
Good. And she's also just so cool. But she has a new album coming out, and it's her debut solo album, and it's been a while in the coming.
Yeah.
And what? So I mean, look, this is an obvious question, but so you've released 3 or 4 albums, 3 albums I think with Fight Like Apes. I should have worn my Fight Like Apes t-shirt. That would have been good.
That would have been good.
You've released an album with Le Galaxy as part of Le Galaxy. And why has it taken? I mean, is this an easy question? Why has it taken so long for you to release a solo album?
It's kind of simple now in my head that I honestly didn't know what I sounded like, I don't know. I'm sure you've had this 1,000 times where you sit down and you turn on your little recordy thing and you're like, what? How does this come out? What's going to happen? What genre is going to happen? Like, what accent is going to happen? And then I heard, thank God, during the dreaded lockdown that everyone's sick of hearing about, but the set of circumstances was created because of lockdown. I saw Ian McFarlane, who's such an incredible musician and composer, and generally as a human being, he's pretty spectacular. I saw him playing a clip of him playing lap steel, and it was honestly like it unlocked something. So I asked him, would he have any instrumental bits to send me that I could start making songs out of, and he did, and we made an album pretty quickly.
Wow.
And then I put it on the chair and I sat on it for 4 years.
For 4 years? Wow.
Crazy. It's such a ridiculous amount of pressure to put on yourself to constantly tell people that you have an album ready to go.
Yeah, but it must be like amazing for it to be it's out next Friday.
Yes.
And you've got your first in-store next Friday in Spin Dizzy to launch it, so you must be thrilled.
I will be in 5 days.
Okay.
We talk about music a lot, I know, but we talk about music that's out. I find it quite hard sometimes to talk about music that I haven't released yet.
Oh, well, this is going to be great for the next hour then.
Stay here, listeners.
Why don't we get into that in a minute? So we're going to be chatting about your new album. We're going to be playing some tracks, and we're going to be playing some songs that you love, like that one by Whippin' Boy, like the one by Bikini Kill, like the one by Weezer. But first, let's play a brand new song here on Radio Nova. This is an act called Bonnie Songs. Have you heard of Bonnie Songs?
Yes, I saw her play Ireland Music Week last week.
Yeah.
Absolutely incredible songwriter, incredible voice.
So she is from Ireland. She has been living abroad, and she's back to show us the song she has. And this is a brilliant new song called Olive Oil. Honestly, this is absolutely excellent, by Bonnie Songs on Radio Nova. Brand new music on the guest list. That is the Waterboys on Radio Nova. They are on the All-Irish Hour on a technicality, on tourist visas, but we're very happy to have them. I'm here with MayKay, Irish music supremo, as she asked me to call her. I'm only joking. So we're talking about your new album and your influences, I guess. So there's a new album on the way. There's a country feel in there. There's a pop feel in there. There's a kind of a new wave thing going on. I mean, the Waterboys a huge influence on the new album?
I wouldn't think so. I have I have Fisherman's Blues lyrics tattooed on my chest that says "With light in my head."
Oh, nice.
And I think that's more to do with, and not to sound like the most cliche thing, obvious thing on earth, but it is something I try to live by.
Living with light in your heart.
Yes, in my head.
That's very sweet.
I do like to try and approach things with light. And that ends up in me being an absolute idiot then, though. And I'm like, no, I'm sure that thing that seems scary isn't scary. It's probably fine. Just run at it.
Yeah, it's all about intent. It's all about intent.
Yeah,
Everything in life is about intent. But so there's also a country feel, and you said that there's a kind of a lap steel kind of vibe going on. And do you listen to a lot of country music, or was this a surprise?
I don't think I do at all, and I really am quite surprised by that myself. But that's what I've just loved so much about singing these songs and making that album with Ian. I just went with what felt easy and right, and that is, there's a bit of country in there somewhere.
Well, I think in every Irish person, there is a kind of an ability to lean into a sort of a twangy Irish thing, accidentally sometimes on purpose. There's a calling somewhere to the twang of country music in our souls.
Yeah, that's where my gut is leading me anyway. But there's like Rilo Kiley, Jenny Lewis. They have lots of that kind of crossover stuff that feels really rooted in country, but has really quite contemporary stuff going on and synthy crossover stuff going on. So I think that might come from that end of things too.
Myself and my wife just finished our album. And and one of the songs, I was being influenced by sort of Interpol or something, and she was being influenced by ABBA, and it ended up with this weird country sound in it, and we wrote like, where did that come from? And it was just a combination of things, but
that's so interesting.
It's so weird.
What a funny way to write. That's so cool.
Yeah, but why don't we chat about your new album and play some music right after this? It's Nova.
We're Nova.
Radio Nova, it's Kieran McGuinness. We are here on the All Irish Hour. We've got a very special guest, one of the queens of Irish music. It is MayKay.
Wow, it's getting better and better. This is crazy.
So MayKay, Mary Kate, as she is known to her family, has a brand new album, a self-titled debut album coming out on next Friday, the 10th of October. There is a Spin Dizzy in store on the same day at 5:30. Go along and go and buy that brilliant album. You will know her from Fight Like Apes and La Galaxy and loads of brilliant, amazing backing vocals and lead vocals and collaborations with other artists. But the new album is, I think it's very political at times and very personal at times. It's a bit raw at times. It's a bit tender. It's got a bit of attitude on it. When you were writing it, were you sitting there going, I'd like to have a bit of attitude now? Or did things just sort of happen and you looked at them and went, oh, that happened?
Things just happened, and in fact I'm only kind of realising now what some songs are about even, and I'm a bit of an open book. I'm not trying to suggest it's really abstract and it took me this long to figure it out, but no, it was really whatever came to mind. And I suppose I actually never thought this would see the light of day, which is a really great way to write, because you're not thinking of anything other than this piece of music in front of you, and do you like it or not? And I just really like it so much, and that's all I really was going off. And it was an amazing way to work with Ian, and he's really great at hearing a brief of like what I'm thinking about or what melody I have or something, and sending something back, and it just seemed to work.
So were you recording melodies like into your phone or something, or writing words down and then going, I've got this, what can you do with it? Or were you letting him play and send you something and then bouncing off that? Or was it both?
Mostly he was just sending me riffs, beautiful riffs. And yeah, I was staying with my mum during that period of lockdown, so I had to whisper into the microphone in my little setup in the spare room. So that really informed a lot of the vocals and bits on the album, that they really all started as a total whisper. So I think when there's kind of strange things happening with vocals and stuff, that's trying to make something interesting out of a whisper, rather than just, as I usually do, just shout at people.
Okay, well, one of the first songs released is a song called Busted, and whatever I thought this song was going to sound like, it didn't sound like that. It sounds like this. Can you tell me a little bit about the song before we play it? Yeah,
sure. This one, as will not be a surprise to anyone, it's a stream of consciousness about creepy situations I've been in. I don't know any woman on the planet who doesn't have at least a load of creepy, if not obviously people who have suffered far worse things at the other end of the spectrum. And I think I want to kind of simplify things a little bit for people sometimes and just go, look, you make mistakes. We all do. I've made many. But overall, you want to be the person in the room that can be trusted and that can be relied upon. So let's just make it simple. Ask yourself the question, do you want to be trusted?
Nice. This is Busted by MayKay, debut single from her new album. The number is 087 18 100. If you'd like to get in touch on WhatsApp, do. Let's play this, MayKay on Radio Nova. It's Busted. Yeah, do you want to be trusted? What a tune. So that is Busted by MayKay, and it's funny because I hear your personality really strong in that song, like who you are. It's very who you are.
Oh.
You know, there's a sense of humour there. There's an intelligent outlook, and then there's a direct to the point soulfulness, like about existence, you know, in there as well. And I think it's hard to get all those things into a song, but I think you can hear them all in that.
Oh, thank you. I can't wait to play it live.
Yeah, well,
Woo.
Bren has been on and he says absolutely brilliant song. So thanks, Bren.
Thank you, Bren.
If you'd like to get in touch, 087 18 100. If you'd like to ask MayKay anything, if you'd like to talk about anything, if you'd like to just talk about anything.
Yeah,
anything. It sounded like it was the live line there for a second.
Yeah, no, it doesn't have to be me.
Yeah, but if you'd like to talk about MayKay or her music or influences or anything at all, please do get in touch and we'll ask MayKay some questions in a little while. How do you feel, like, what are you excited about, or what are you nervous about, or what are your feelings about putting the album out?
Well, if you'd asked me that even a couple of weeks ago, I would have just been like, this is hell on earth. But I've been rehearsing a lot with Ian, and now I just want to be singing songs to people. I want to be singing. That's what I want to do all the time, is sing.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm looking forward to. I think that's like my comfortable. I mean, the lead up to these things can be just so difficult, but the comfort zone and the excitement and the bit where you're like, I'm the luckiest person in the world is on stage when people looking at you smiling or crying or whatever, you know.
But like, I mean, you've written a lot of songs and you've done a lot of gigs. Why is this so different to something that you've done with Fight Like Apes or The Galaxy? Why is it so different?
Because the thoughts are all mine and I don't have anybody else to share. Not that, I mean, me and Ian are doing this together, but in terms of the lyrics, vocals, all those things, I can't share this with anyone. And I mean the good and the bad. So, yeah, and I think being the sole focus of a project, I find just quite tough. And I'm getting okay with it now, but I found that really tough on the lead up as well.
Well, that's the truth of it. I mean, there's a vulnerability in putting out your own music, and I kind of, myself and Emily released our album last year, and there's some of it was like, do you think this? Do you think it's? I don't care if you do or not, but do you like? Is this good? Do you think it's good?
Yeah,
you know?
I'm like, you don't have to buy it, but now I'm like, no, please do. Actually,
please do buy it. Anyway,
this
speaking
gets
of
to
please
a difficult point, so you need to buy it, you guys.
Guys,
Come
please.
on.
So the album's out next Friday. It is self-titled MayKay. It's got a cool picture on the cover.
Thank you.
And the big gig is in Whelan's on the 18th of December.
Yes.
One of the threads through the album, I suppose briefly, is relationships. Was that something you noticed afterwards, or were you like, I'm writing about relationships, let's continue this theme?
I've noticed that in the last couple of months.
Oh.
I mean that, and I'm really grateful to know that, because it's really hard to talk about your own music, even though none of us thinks we're after inventing a new genre. Well, some people think they've invented a new genre, but I don't think that. But I still found it really hard to describe the album. But yeah, I've written about all the relationships and different types of relationships accidentally. And I've learned that I know so little, which has been helpful.
Okay, well, let's play another track. This is another recent release of yours, but not on your own. This is with the brilliant band Junk Drawer, who I really like their stuff. This is on a cover album, a Pavement cover album, which was released recently, called Backroads and Boreens, I think.
Yeah.
And some brilliant stuff on it. This is a cover of Pavement's Cut Your Hair. Just briefly, how did this come about?
So these guys, Classic Hiss, put together a charity album to give proceeds to aid organisations in Gaza, and asked a load of bands they liked if they wanted to do Pavement, and that was my go-to. And Junk Drawer are a dream band. I absolutely adore them. So this was a complete no-brainer. Pavement, Junk Drawer, Gaza, aid, relief, the whole thing was just a really gorgeous thing.
Okay, this is a cover of Pavement's Cut Your Hair by Junk Drawer on MayKay. You're listening to Radio Nova. Yeah, that is absolutely brilliant. That is MayKay and Junk Drawer and a cover of Pavements, Cut Your Hair, from that recent album, Back Roads and Borons. Shit, am I...
Borings.
Borings.
But Borons also.
Yeah,
welcome.
By the group Classic Hiss, who brought that out. Go and check that out, and it's all the money goes to Gaza as well. Absolutely brilliant. We are here on the Nova guest list, and this is the All Irish Hour. It's a pleasure to have you. Thanks for all your texts. We're going to put some of those texts to MayKay very shortly if you'd like to ask her a question or anything at all. 087 1818 100. Robert has been on. He's looking for a little bit of this is the All Irish Hour, so I might put that in for you next week. Robert, thank you for that. And lots of other people texting, and lots of nice texts about the award and stuff like that. But you're very good. Yeah, we're going to play some brand new music by Just Mustard. You're a fan of Just Mustard?
I absolutely adore them. I've seen them play at Other Voices a couple of times and at a couple of other things. And I just think they are so brilliant and really indicative of a really thriving music scene in Louth as well. So... Up loud. This is from their new album Endless Deathless. This is Just Mustard on Nova. Frank and Walters, the brilliant colours from the album Grand Parade, which is definitely an overlooked album. I'm here with MayKay, Irish music supremo, Irish music queen, and she's got a new album coming out next Friday, and that's what we're here to chat about. And you chose Frank and Walters. Why did you choose Colours by Frank and Walters? It is a very good song. They are like the best pop song writers ever, and FIFA Records that Ashley ran gave Fight Like Apes our first record deal and released our first 2 EPs. So... And Paul taught me how to write verses. Oh. Very, very briefly in a venue in Cork. I asked him about it. He gave me an answer and I was like, oh, that's so easy. Thank you.
What did he say?
I can't really remember.
Okay, well.
But he said he said they don't have to make sense and they don't have to relate to the chorus. And I was like, what?
This is revelatory.
Revelations.
So the big thing is that you have gigs coming up, which is very exciting. You're playing Whelan's on the 18th of December. You're playing Spin Dizzy next Friday, and there are other brilliant gigs as well. Keep an eye out for MayKay playing. What is it going to feel like to play the album? What can people expect, especially from the December show, the 18th of December show in Whelan's?
Well, it's going to be with everyone that recorded on the album, so I feel very, very at home with who I'm playing with, and we're going to try get it as big and bold and beautiful as the album. Rian Trench produced the album in the Meadows in Delgany. He did an incredible job of it. I also have Oisin Furlong of Animo Drive and Thumper fame.
Wow.
Playing some guitar and backing vocals on it, and obviously Ian. So I was just completely blessed with those great men.
And are you playing drums?
I am playing a drum machine for these in stores and stuff.
Ah, okay.
So,
but not at the gig in December.
No, my hands are quite rhythmical, but the rest of my body isn't. So I can't handle a kit, but I can play a little 808 machine.
Yeah, when she said that, she kind of did she had imaginary sock puppets in her hands, and she kind of did this little opening sock puppets thing with her hands. You know what I'm talking about. Yeah, so that is going to be fantastic. Next Friday, Spin Dizzy at 5:30, launching the album, the eponymous MayKay album, debut album, and then Whelan's is the 18th of December. If you have any questions for MayKay, it's 087 1818 100. Get your questions in now, and we're going to ask them to her after this. It's Nova.
Radio Nova.
Yes, it's Radio Nova. It's Kieran McGuinness here on the All Irish Hour, your award-winning All Irish Hour. I have to keep saying that because it's just happened. We are very, very lucky to be here with one of Ireland's top lyricists and vocalists. It is MayKay of the act MayKay, and she has a new album coming out next Friday, playing in Whelan's on the 18th of December, and people are asking questions. So here's one. No, that wasn't a question, sorry, that was just now. So what a classy song by MayKay, funny with a serious message, and that is from Mike, who says
thanks,
that.
Mike.
And Byrne says Kieran and MayKay, 2 top pros, and more importantly, great people to be around.
Oh, who said that?
That's who said that? Byrne said that.
Oh my God!
There you go.
What a lovely thing to say.
Congrats
Thank you
on your award and MayKay's new album.
Thank
I love
you.
listening to MayKay while jamming in my living room. Excellent, unique music. Says Kieran. That's not me. Different Kieran.
Thank you so much, Kieran. That sounds cool.
So Owen says, "What's your favourite song off the new album?"
Ooh, it changes a lot, Owen, but at the moment it is a song called My Top 5 because it sounds like a song that they would play in the Bronze in Buffy. I think that's the song that if I was ever going to get to play on the Bronze stage in a Buffy the Vampire Slayer TV show, it would be with this song. And that's what I've always wanted.
So it's called My Top 5 and it's on the
Yeah, and there's a lyric in it that says, we're so afraid to be left on the shelf. We'd be lethal if we loved ourselves.
Oh, it's a good line. I like that.
Huh?
That's a good line. I like that.
Yeah. And I know a lot of people who feel that way.
Mm-hmm.
So thank you so much for your question. I hope you enjoyed the album on Friday.
Why don't you do a little DJ here? This next song is by a band called The Next New Low. Can you give us your best DJ voice and introduce the song for us, please?
Yes, it's no problem. So The Next New Low is the artist name of the great Brian Mooney, who's been a fixture of the Irish music scene for a long time, including being in a band called The Idiots. He also appeared on Nova Guest List recently. He is an incredible guy. Me and Kieran saw him play this record live in O'Regan's recently, and this is from that record. So this is The Next New Low with Nature.
I absolutely love that. That is The Next New Low, Brian Mooney and The Next New Low, and that song is called Nature from her most recent EP. We are here with MayKay, and the brilliant MayKay is releasing her debut album next Friday. Go and check it out. Go and see the Spin Dizzy in-store. Getting the name of that wrong, but the in-store that's on Spin Easy next Friday at 5:30, and go to see her in Whelan's on the 18th of December. I got a nice text in here from Pat, and Pat says, Kieran, she seems so cool and down-to-earth type of person. I'm already on Google looking for tickets for December. I'll see her then.
Pat, you've made my day. Thank you so much. That's so nice to hear.
So listen, best of luck with the album. It's absolutely fantastic. What I've heard of it so far is so kind of thrilling and so kind of unique and so full of your personality. It's such a pleasure to have you with us tonight.
Thank you so much for having me. You're amazing. Congratulations on your award.
Thank you. Stop. So you've got one more song to play. You've chosen Jerryfish and the Mudbug Club. Why did you choose this?
Well, we were talking about classic Irish songs. I think it's one of the most iconic Irish songs of all time, and Jerry's a great friend of mine, and we released a cover of Daniel Johnston songs this year, which I'm really proud of, called Dreaming of Daniel. And I've also, this song just means a lot to my family. It reminds us of some people that we've lost in our lives. So yeah, it's a really special one for me. MayKay,
it's been a pleasure having you. Have you enjoyed the show?
It flew by. I wish we could do it again.
Yeah, well, they won't let us. So
you have to leave.
So let's go. Thank you so much for coming in. This is Jerryfish. Thank you so much, MayKay. Best of luck with the album.
Thank you.
Good night.
The Nova Guest List Podcast with Kieran McGuinness. The very best in indie, alternative and homegrown music from the seriously addictive Radio Nova.